Hello, it's World Soldier here, and I am back to talk about Doctor Who episode 5. And I'm not sure where to start with this episode. I have no idea. This is a mess of an episode. None of this was. This is 4 episodes in one. We had returning characters. We had a twist at the end. The Doctor has no clue what she's doing. The fact I was saying last week she sounds like more the Doctor. Somebody just came into this series and has pretty much shown you could have got a better actress than Jodie Whittaker to play a Doctor. You could have done that. This episode is too fast and there's too much going on for one episode. If this was the last episode or the one heading to the last episode, this would make sense because all of this is going to be answered in the next episode. But this is a mess. This is confusing as hell. What the fuck were they doing? This was utter garbage at some points. What am I watching? Oh bloody hell! I cannot. I can't. I don't know, man. I'm bloody shocked. We come off a good episode. I keep saying great. I don't know why I keep saying great. A good episode with Tesla, and then we come to this. Don't get me wrong. There was epic scenes in this episode. Epic as hell. I love one of the scenes when a person came back. But what the fuck? What the fuck is Doctor Who doing? This episode is just over the fucking top for not even a last episode. We are only 5 episodes in and they go crazy with this one. This is not even a 2-parter, for God's sake. There was a part of this when I thought this is probably where it's going to end because it would be a great time to end it so we can get the next episode so you can clear this shit up. Nope, this is a 1 episode, not a fucking 2-parter. What in the fuck is going on? There's so many questions they throw at you at this episode and don't even fucking answer. What are you fucking doing, BBC? This is a mess. The Doctor is not a Doctor anymore, in my opinion, because she barely does anything in this fucking episode. She looks around, she pulls out a fucking paper at one point, and that is it. The rest of the episode, she is being led around. The Doctor doesn't get led around. He's not the one leading people around. No, not in this fucking episode. No, we have a better Doctor now, apparently. Oh, I'm going to get on to her, but oh my god, they need to sort this shit out now. Because this is not a Doctor. She was confused most of the fucking episode. I mean, I know when the Doctor is looking for something, he's figuring shit out, but you still feel like he's in control. Jodie Whittaker just never seems to be in control. I'm also getting pissed at the fucking actors. I'm not talking about the main ones. I'm talking about the fucking extras. They need to get their fucking shit sorted out. Directors, fucking get a grip on these people. Because they are bad actors. Alright? And it seems to continuously be Doctor Who now that has these bad fucking actors. These extras. I know they're fucking extras. But the point you have them in that fucking episode is they're supposed to bounce off everybody. But you can fucking feel that these people didn't do enough fucking acting training because bloody fucking hell. They are bad at the fucking job. I am absolutely angry because this episode was so fucking messy. I had just come off a great fucking episode. Fine, I'm going to quit a great episode. I came off a great episode last week and then I come to this. Putting a bunch of shit in your episode doesn't make it good. BBC, Doctor Who writers, it's a mess. Okay, there was too much going on for 1 episode, and somebody's going to tell me they're going to answer all these questions in the fucking series. Then why put them all in 1 episode? Why not have certain people, the person who came back in this episode, why not even come back in one of the other episodes? Why put them in this episode when the main story that we're on is going to turn into this massive thing? Okay, putting Jack in this episode and then putting a side story on another side story is a fucking mess. Oh, what is the fucking problem, BBC? You gotta fucking tell me now, because you need to get your shit together. I'm going into spoilers now. I'm going to be talking about the episode, so if you don't want to hear spoilers, please leave now. Okay? We start this episode off normal fashion. We start with this couple in a house. It's one of them's birthday. The guy's apparently not been getting ready for her birthday. She's pretty much a woman who's like, I just want to get to work. I don't want to worry about the day. And it's just it's normal relationship crap again. You know, that's not bad. She goes out, she gets a coffee, and the person behind the coffee place starts talking about a boyfriend, saying he doesn't know him. He did research on that person, and he couldn't find that much about him. Okay, one thing I'd like to say here: why the fuck are you doing research on a partner? What the fuck has it got to do with you, mate? Why? Why are you doing that? That is creepy as fuck. That is not something of a fucking conversation starter. If I went into a fucking restaurant and a fucking bird came up to me and the woman I was with, and said she done research on that person, that would be a fucking signal to me to call the police on this woman, because that is creepy as fuck. Okay, what the fuck? That is not a normal person would do that, because that is creepy. Maybe if you heard something, okay, but at the end of the day, making a fucking folder. Anyway, she gets some coffee from him. She goes to the Abbey, where, you know, this Abbey place. She's a tour guide. She's, you know, talking to people, trying to tell them about the Abbey and all that shit. In Gloucester, they're in Gloucester. Why are we in Gloucester? Okay. No offense to anybody from Gloucester, but why are we in Gloucester? So she's in Gloucester. People are asking her about the Abbey. She says something, blah, blah, blah. We then go to a scene with the doctor. The scene then powers to the doctor. Doctor's just looking into space, pretty much, you know, thinking. We then had the three companions just sitting there doing nothing. This is, why are you just standing there, sitting there doing nothing? And they even say, you've been standing there for like 20, 30 minutes. It's like, well, say something then. How is it taking you half an hour just to say something? If I'm in a room with a person who doesn't speak for 10 minutes, and then the person's supposed to be interacting with me, I would have said something earlier. I don't know, that scene kind of bugged me, because I'm just so sick of the free fucking extras, man. You know, they are just not needed. Really, you should only pick one and stay with them. That's all that's all it needs to be. Okay? I mean, why? Why go this crazy? Just having 3 companions. 1 companion is enough in Doctor Who. I'm sorry, just, you know, the 3 companions still pisses me off to this day. It just doesn't make sense. Anyway, the 3 companions are just standing there talking about why isn't Doctor doing anything. One of them pipes up and says, hey, Doctor, notice us, basically. And she's like, how long you been there? This has been done too many times now. I think it did start with Capaldi, but I'm just done with it. You don't need to do this every time, Doctor Who. They could have just been having a conversation. You know, they just come out from a planet having a fun, and then the Doctor fucking gets a signal about the Judoon on Earth. But fuck it. Then we go. Oh yeah, I've missed a scene with the Judoon. The Judoon are over Earth, spying on, you know, Gloucester, because they think that's where their fugitive is. Now, if you don't know what the Judoon are, the Judoon are pretty much a private police force. They're They're basically space bounty hunters. You know, they get hired to find somebody. They look for the person, and, you know, blah blah blah. That's all they do. So the Judoon come up, and one of them takes off the helmet. And when I saw this person, I had a feeling. I had this feeling that this fucking rhino was gonna be a female. And my god, that shit panned out, didn't it? I knew it. I fucking knew it. I don't know anymore. It's just like, you don't need to bother. This fucking rhino looks exactly like the fucking other rhinos, but she has this stupid haircut. And I just thought, yeah, they definitely made this character a woman. Don't know why. Anyway, yeah, it's a female captain. She pretty much tells them all to get ready to, beam down to Earth, find a fugitive. The normal Jadoon thing, scanning everybody. So they do that. They beam down, pretty much as they always do. They interrogate people. They, tap, start giving them those, like, sticker things on their fucking wrists. And, normal Jadoon shit, which is basically they started copying from the moon scene. It couldn't have been something smarter, like the Jadoon send agents out on the planet first, look for the person, and then do this shit when they know where the person is. Like what police forces normally do. They normally figure out where the person is before they start looking for the person. But fuck it, because the Jadoon did that on the Moon episode with David Tennant and Martha Jones, yeah, let's just do that shit again. Let's just not, pick the blood Gloucester up and, beam it to the moon. No, let's just put a shield around it. By the way, where the fuck was the local police? Because I don't think Gloucester don't have a police force, right? Where the fuck were they? I'm always surprised about this. The moon made sense because they just transported the hospital to the moon. But Gloucester, they actually went to Gloucester. Gloucester does have a police force. Why were there never any policemen around? And again, why are all these sets literally empty of people? They are literally empty. It's always a smattering of people. Never a fucking full lot of them. Nah, it's just a few fuckers. And we just, sorry. So we get the whole Jadoon shit. They're searching. They go back to the cafe where the woman that we're with was at. The person starts going insane, like, oh my god, they're rhinos and they're aliens. And I get kind of sick of this shit right now. Of they're all surprised about aliens, even though it's been fucking 10 years. And there's been so much crap and alien fucking sightings. It's beyond a fucking joke now when somebody says they don't understand where the fuck aliens come from. Come on, man. We've seen aliens for fucking years. I kind of think humanity at this stage would accept alien contact. Especially with the fucking Daleks attack. The fucking Cybermen attacks that happened in 2009 and shit. I know about fucking, Matt Smith's Doctor, explaining about the Daleks and, Pond didn't know shit about it. But there has been other shit. And it's, oh Christ. That trope is so fucking shit these days. Just get over it, Doctor Who. Just stop doing that shit. Just have the people being scared but not saying stupid shit. Where was I on that tangent? Oh yeah. So they go into the coffee shop. The weird guy who's been spying on, the woman's partner, freaks out a little bit. Then when the Jadoon say they're looking for somebody, he says, oh, I know who you're looking for. Here's a fucking book on where all the information I've gathered about him. So they push him out of the way and they grab the book. And this idiot, obviously not realising that they're fucking aliens and have guns, shoves the fucking rhino. Why would you do it? That makes no fucking sense, you idiot. The fucking thing has guns. It's a fucking rhino. I'm gonna be fucking straight with you. I would be fucking there, hands on head, wouldn't touch a fucker. Because I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I don't know who the fuck these people are. Me, just there. Unless they're gonna try to kill me, I'm out. But this guy shoves the fucker, and they do the fucking Jadoon trope. So if you push them or touch them, they kill you. So they kill this guy. Fuck it, right? So they kill him. They then go looking for the person. The Doctor comes back because she, in this scene before, she gets a signal telling her the Jadoon are over Earth. She comes in. Jadoon are still everywhere. They go to the house where this man is, the man that they're looking for, because he's the fugitive, or so they'd have you believe. So the house, they had this massive gun. Like, I don't understand this. It's like a shitload of Jadoon wanting to storm the house. or surround the house, or do anything. No, let's just make a massive gun and then fire time shit at it. So apparently it stops time. The doctor then comes in, says you can't do this, does the whole paper shit, you know. Turns out the fucker, you know, the fucking Rhino Jadoon guy is like, oh, you're from Imperial something something. She says yes. You know, I'd like the psychic paper, but okay, she's the doctor. How the fuck did the Jadoon not know about the doctor? But we find out what these Jadoon are. Okay, I'm just the thing at the end is it's in my head and I'm pissed off when I see it. Anyway, Jadoon says to her, the doctor asks for time to go into the house to, you know, bring the fugitive out alive so they don't fire this weapon that's going to cause major harm to humanity. The Jadoon person says fine. We find out from the doctor at this point that this Jadoon is a fucking woman. Again, the female crap is starting to piss me off because it's like every fucking time now. Women have to be in the leadership roles and the men are fucking shit, right? Again, the BBC, Doctor Who, there are two genders, you know, two. But fair enough. So the doctor goes into the house, she sees the two people, she tells them, she scans them like, listen, whatever you're hiding, you gotta fucking tell me because if you don't, the Jadoon are gonna kill us. Or kill you. Fuck it, right? I have missed a scene. Graham gets transported out, and I can't believe I missed this scene because this is the best fucking scene in this episode. Graham gets beamed out of the coffee shop that he was in, and he just lands on this ship. And who the fuck do you fucking see? It's fucking Jack! Oh my god, it's Jack fucking Harkness. I am so fucking happy he's back. Fuck the whole rest of them. The rest of them are shit actors. Fucking Jack Harkness. Fuck everything else. He is fucking back. And they haven't fucking SJ-doubled him. Fucking hell, I'm happy with that. That's the reason I'm not calling this episode utter garbage, is because they finally brought Jack back after 10 fucking years. They have finally done the smart thing and brought fucking Jack back. I would have loved to have seen Jack with fucking Peter Capaldi. That would have been a fucking interesting fucking couple of episodes. They bring him back and Jack, you know, sees the old man and then sees Greg and says, hey doctor, gives him a giant kiss. The fucking Jack Harkness way, which we love about him. So all the SJWs that say, we all hate these, you know, LGB fucking women everywhere shit. I fucking love Jack and I'm fucking thankful he's back. Fuck you if that's your fucking defense for this episode. Captain fucking Jack is back. He kisses Graham and says, hello doctor. And then, you know, Greg says, I'm not a doctor, which was funny. But again, I am so happy Jack's back. He needed to come back. We have wanted Jack back for so fucking long. The fact they've kept him away and put him in fucking Torchwood was a disgrace in my opinion. Torchwood's fine, but the last episode when they had him in America was trash. Fuck it, man. Anyway, Jack's back. He's stolen the ship. He needs a doctor to help him. And then we leave that scene, and then the doctor's still in the house looking for shit. Yaz and the other guy looking around for shit. They find a silver box. They tell the doctor about it. The doctor asks the man and the woman about the silver box. They can't really answer it. The woman's boyfriend, let's call him a boyfriend, tells her to get out of here because he can't stop them and he won't let them hurt her. You're the most important person in this room. And I'm just going to tell people, this is the point when I thought shit was weird. Because, yes, I thought they were in a relationship, but stuff was starting not to add up with their relationship. Because, you know, he wants to surrender. But anyway, fair enough. So the doctor and her run out the back. Yaz and the other guy, I forgot his name. This episode's so fucking contrived. What do we do? They go outside to hold off the Jadoon. I know the Jadoon fire something into the house and pretty much give a warning to, if you don't fucking hurry up, we're going to blow the fucking house up. Blah, 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 blah. We get through all that shit. The doctor and the woman run to the Abbey. The man's waiting inside. Yaz and the other guy get beamed out by Captain Jack. Jack realises he hasn't got the doctor yet. I'm not going to keep on to that scene because again, it's just Jack, and I'm just going to keep going on about Jack and not the extras, because again, the extra companions are a waste of space. Okay, they really are. Only person who matters is Greg, in my opinion. Yaz and the other guy, they're just along for the ride. Captain Jack pretty much realises they're both not the Doctor. They have the back and forth type of crap. Normal shit with Jack. We go back to the Doctor, who's in the Abbey with the woman, hiding out. No, we don't go to the Abbey yet. We go to the house where the fugitive is at, or what we think is the fugitive. The fugitive surrenders. The Dragoon scan him, and they're not pretty sure, because a person comes who we're not sure who it is. She beams in, walks in or beams in, I don't really remember. And it turns out what was in the silver box was a medal, and they're looking for the fugitive. Because it turns out this guy ain't the fugitive. He's just a companion of the fugitive. Remember that word, companion. Never heard that said before. Companion. The woman who's just come in shoots the guy and then tells Judoon, we need to look for this person, the fugitive. So we go to the Abbey. The Doctor is with the woman. She pretty much doesn't know what's going on. She's surprised about the aliens. We're all going insane right about now because we're just like, what is going on? I thought, how is she the fugitive? And then you start adding shit together, people. She doesn't remember who she is. She remembering the lighthouse. She's been repressing that memory. Is anybody else starting to fucking realise something here? I mean, what the fuck? This sounds awfully lot like another Martha David Tennant episode. Anybody else remember The Watch? That shit was going in my head. We all know what's going to happen. Anyway, the Doctor's in the fucking Abbey. They're hiding out. The Dragoon somehow find them because they're hiding the fucking Abbey, which makes no fucking sense. Why would you hide in the most important thing in the fucking city, technically, if you consider that shit important? So they go into the Abbey. They surround the Doctor and the woman. They scan the woman and say, she's the fugitive we're looking for. The Doctor doesn't understand, because how the hell can she be the fugitive? She's just a normal Earth woman. So the Dragoon tried to arrest her, but this woman, from out of nowhere, karate fucking chops them all. Fucking knocks them all out, grabs the gun, grabs one of the rhino's horns, snaps it off, and all the Dragoon leave. Every single Dragoon beams back up to the ship. Doctor doesn't understand what the fuck is going on. I think most of us were starting to realise something was up with her. But even me, I was kind of like, there's no way they're going in the direction I think they're going. But fuck me, were they going for that direction? Anyway, it was just like, it was so fucking, it was in your face, and you just thought to yourself, there's no way they're going Time Lord with this. There's no fucking way. Let's just get on with the scene. They jump in the car. They go to the lighthouse, because that was what she remembered. And in the text it says, remember to the lighthouse shit. They go to the lighthouse. You start even... Sorry. Oh shit, let me take a drink. Alright, fuck now. I start talking about the lighthouse. The woman is again saying she's been suppressing this. She doesn't really understand why she doesn't think about this situation, this place anymore where her parents died. She just doesn't remember any of this. Just like David Tennant was starting with The Watch and didn't really remember about The Watch. Okay. I think we all know what this is. The Chameleon System. If you are a Doctor Who fan, you know what I'm talking about when I say the Chameleon System and The Watch. You know what episode I'm talking about. And you know what I'm going to talk about. So the Doctor and this woman go to the lighthouse. They go inside the lighthouse. Doctor doesn't understand what's going on. She scans the lighthouse everywhere. She doesn't know. Again, another reason why Jodie Whittaker just doesn't feel like the Doctor, because She's not in control of the situation. She's always being led by a situation, and that's not what the Doctor is. The Doctor leads the situation, and when he's not in charge, or when he's lost control of the situation, you felt that the Doctor was still in charge of the situation. That was a mouthful, but there you go. Jodie just did not seem in control. So Jodie sees this, empty gravestone. She goes over the empty gravestone, and the woman that we're with starts remembering shit, and then you get the whole. The watch, the lighthouse button, and you start seeing the comparisons, and then she smashes the lighthouse button, and the Doctor finds a fucking TARDIS under the ground where the fucking grave is, and then we're all fucking thinking, because I didn't know where they were going. I knew this was a Time Lord. But I didn't think it was going to be the Time Lord. She finds the fucking TARDIS. The woman then gets all of the fucking Time Lord energy back into her. I genuinely thought when the Doctor turned around and we saw this woman that she was the Master, and this was just him hiding from her, and there was going to be a fight between him and her and the Master again. I had no fucking clue. I thought that's where the story was going. No way did I think that was going to fucking go where it was. And then we fucking find out who she really is. Who this mysterious woman is. She's the fucking Doctor. She's the Doctor. The woman that we have been with is the Doctor. So Jodie is the Doctor and this woman's the Doctor. What the fuck is going on? But she's not just the Doctor. Before anybody starts trying to fucking say that she's just the Doctor. No. She's the first Doctor. And if you don't understand what I mean by the first Doctor, I mean she's the fucking first Doctor. That is all I can see from this. Because it just doesn't make sense. The Doctor doesn't remember any of this. She isn't the future Doctor. Because they have a conversation in the TARDIS about it. I'm just going to say this one thing. Why didn't you get this woman to be Doctor? Because every scene she was in, she fucking felt like a Doctor. Every fucking scene. She felt like she was empowered. She felt strong. Why the fuck didn't they pick this woman? This woman, they've got to play Doctor for one episode. Fucking get her for the real Doctor. And I'm talking about make a fucking series. Because she felt like a fucking Doctor, people. Every damn scene she was in, she was as tough as the Doctor, and she was as fucking smart as the Doctor. And my God, if you could put her in the fucking seat of the Doctor, Jodie Whittaker wouldn't have had a fucking chance. And this fucking series would have fucking been excellent, in my opinion. Motherfuckers. Anyway, the TARDIS gets grabbed by the Judoon. They beam them up to the fucking Judoon ship. The Doctor comes out with a gun. By the way, this is how you can tell she's the first Doctor. Because she's technically using weapons. And the Doctor says they've never used weapons. But wouldn't the first Doctor maybe not be doing that? That's how I fucking know. The fact that this Doctor is acting different from our Doctor. Because, she's probably the first. That's my evidence. Believe it if you don't. I don't care. But anyway, the Doctor... and the Doctor, I'm going to call good Doctor our Doctor. Let's just say that. So the good Doctor is pointing a gun at the mysterious woman who shot her companion. That's where the companion shit didn't make sense. Obviously then that's what was weird of this episode. When they called him her companion. That's when everybody should have known, in my opinion. Anyway, the woman who shot the companion has pretty much, talking to the Doctor, telling her that she's going to come back with her because, no, she wants to kill her. She wants to kill the good Doctor for some reason. Our Doctor asks, why do you want to kill her? The good Doctor's like telling our Doctor to shut up. They're having this conversation, blah, blah, blah. The Doctor the good Doctor drops the gun to the floor. This person grabs the gun, points it at the Doctor, the good Doctor, and our Doctor doesn't understand what's going on. It then turns out that this person is Gallifreyan. and the Dradoon are working for Gallifrey. But how can Gallifrey still be alive? We've seen it cooked and time locked. But apparently we are now seeing Gallifrey sending people to hunt for the Good Doctor. So the time lock thing doesn't work then. I don't get it, but it just seems so weird. The person's Gallifreyan. The Doctor then does a mind thing of her to show her Gallifrey's been destroyed, because she then tells them all that she's the Doctor, and nobody can understand that, because we have the Good Doctor Good Doctor here, who's a good Doctor, and then she's come out of nowhere, so the Gallifreyan is confused as fuck. And then the Doctor is telling them not to pull the trigger on the gun, not to pull the trigger on the gun. Our Doctor doesn't understand why. I kind of think we all understood why. Because she booby-trapped the gun. Which is so fucking obvious at this point. But, hey, fuck it. The writers, you do you. Oh my god. So, this Gallifreyan sees the vision of Gallifrey being destroyed. She doesn't understand it. She's angry. She fires the gun and it blows up. Our Doctor doesn't understand how the Doctor can allow this to happen. Even though Good Doctor pretty much said to her, she fucking warned her not to fire the gun. But honestly, what the fuck else could she have done? What, told her, don't fire that gun, it's going to blow you up? No, grab one of the Dradoon's guys and shoot me instead. I mean, come on, our Doctor. Get your head out your ass. We then go back to Yaz and the group with Jack. Jack can't grab the Doctor, so the Doctor can't help him. Jack's about to be beamed out of the ship. He then tells all of the Doctor's, friends, you got to give the Doctor a message about the one Cyberman survivor. Their empire's fallen. Don't give the Cyberman what he wants. And this is what I'm talking about by putting too much in an episode. We have just found out there's 2 fucking Doctors, and now we're finding out about a fucking bunch of Cybermen and the fact their empire's been destroyed. For fuck's sake, Doctor Who, how about contain the story a little bit? Keep it contained a little bit. If you're going to do that story, how about have Jack look for the Doctor? Anyway, he then tells, them to tell the Doctor about the last surviving Cyberman and don't give him what he wants. He then beams out. The companions then get sent back to Earth. Fuck it. The Doctor and Good Doctor and our Doctor pretty much escape, because Good Doctor pretty much says, don't come after me, I'm pretty much going to waste you, which is pretty much what she said. It's not word for word, but she's pretty much, the contract's over, leave me the fuck alone. She gets back to the TARDIS with our Doctor. They get out of there. Dradoon starts screaming like, we can't let you go, we can't. Dradoon always get their prey and all that shit. They go back down to Earth. The Doctor and our Doctor, she still doesn't understand what the fuck's going on. They part ways. The Doctor doesn't understand what the fuck's going on, as neither do we as the audience, and we kind of should. She tries to figure all this shit out while she's on the move. Yaz and the other guy come up to her and tell her about Jack and the message about Cyberman. We then go back on the TARDIS, and then we get to the fucking end. We don't see Good Doctor after this. Don't know why. We didn't get like our last scene. I'm guessing she's not gone. Doctor's just there wondering, like, asking questions about Jack and all this shit. And then that's it. The episode ends. I can't really go into further detail on that because I'm pissed off right now. This episode was a mess. A fucking mess. I liked the Good Doctor. I fucking did. How this woman to get the job in the first place pisses me off. Jodie Whittaker, wanna fucking do us a favour? Give that woman the fucking role. Because she's a fucking Doctor in my opinion. Fucking strong. Fucking looked like she was a Doctor. Fucking act like she was a fucking Doctor. It didn't look like she was being led everywhere, for fuck's sake. And I also like to give, and I know I said this last time about the wardrobe. The fucking new Doctor, the fucking Good Doctor, wardrobe made fucking sense. Looked fucking good. It didn't look manly. It looked like a fucking thing the Doctor would wear. And again, the Good Doctor, fucking mentions the fucking our Doctor's clothing and says it's shit. And I know people are going to keep saying it's such a minor fucking criticism, but it makes fucking sense. She does look like a fucking child. How can you take her seriously if she doesn't look like the fucking Doctor? This new Doctor should have been the Doctor in my opinion. She should have been. A fucking waste of talent just for one episode. And just for us to say she was the first fucking Doctor. You should have given this woman, this actress, the fucking job. Sorry, I'm just angry. We had these SJWs. I want to shout about shit. And yet I'm screaming to let the black chick be the fucking Doctor and take it from the white chick. Sorry, I'm out of it now. I'm going to just do my ratings. I'm giving this a fucking 4. And the only reason I'm giving it a fucking 4 because of fucking Jack. And the fact they fucking finally brought him back. And the fact he didn't get a full episode is pissing me off. It's pissed me off that we have got a great actress who was playing the good Doctor, who could have been the fucking Doctor, who could have fucking made sure that this series could have lasted longer instead of where it's going to fucking end up, which is taking a 5-year break, which is going to bloody guarantee that there's going to lose an audience. Pisses me off. Abso-fucking-lutely. The writers on the BBC need to fucking be ashamed of themselves. Because they're a fucking disaster. This episode was a fucking mess. And I am just head out to my head. Oh, I'm just so fucking angry. Absolutely fucking angry. BBC, fuck you. I like parts of this episode. Fucking love the new Doctor. Fucking love the fact Jack was in this fucking episode. But my fucking god, fucking sort out the writing, BBC. Fucking sort out the fucking extras. And fucking get a grip. Because you're a fucking disaster. Entertainment World Soldier. Bye.